Hello, my name is Chris Buberg, and I want to talk to you today about mandatory arbitration clauses. What mandatory arbitration is rather than going to court, the parties agree that they will go to an arbitration panel handled by an arbiter instead of a judge, and they have agreed by way of the contract that that is how any dispute over the work on the contract will be handled. So that means that the company that you're dealing with, and this is when it normally comes up, is when you're dealing with a corporation providing a service or where you're making a purchase and you sign a long contract filled with all sorts of legal clauses. Usually in there is a mandatory arbitration clause, meaning that any dispute that comes up related to that contract has to be decided by arbitration. And often that arbitration is not where the contract is being performed, say in Virginia for the majority of my clients. It may be in Florida or California or anywhere else where the corporation prefers. So that makes it very difficult for a person to enforce rights because it's very expensive to get involved in arbitration, and to go to another state obviously is very expensive. But that doesn't mean that's always the end of the road. I had a person reach out to me recently who was dealing with a local business, and she had a dispute over the payment terms. And she had been told that they were not going to resolve it in her favor. They just shut her down, basically. And she came to me and gave me a copy of the contract, and it said that there was mandatory arbitration. And I explained that process to her and explained to her that I thought we'd have an uphill battle and that the amount of the dispute was not worth hiring an attorney if they had to do arbitration. But I let her know that I would write a letter to the corporation and ask them if they would resolve the case in a way that she had suggested. And we didn't hear anything at first. And then all of a sudden, she got a refund in the mail and was released from her obligations. So what I'm trying to tell you is, even if you have a contract where there's mandatory arbitration, there may still be some flexibility on the part of the person providing or the company providing the service. So don't give up just because there's mandatory arbitration. Reach out to the corporation or reach out to an attorney to see if they could possibly help you and get the remedy that you need. And remember, I always tell my clients, never give a recorded statement. Thank you.